Hello, I'm TU60 and welcome back to this video. Today I'm here playing on the PlayStation 4 edition of Minecraft. Usually when I make Minecraft console videos, I'm playing one of the other platforms, but today I have something pretty interesting to share with you all to do with the PlayStation 4 specifically, because it seems this version of the game actually received a slightly different version of TU60 than the other consoles. And given our knowledge of the development process, this seems very odd and almost implausible to happen. So in today's video, I figured I'd talk about it a little bit, talk about how it's different because it doesn't include a secret feature that the other versions do, and just kind of share my opinions on that and what that might mean for the game. So like this video if you do like it, because it helps out the channel, and let's know you do like a little bit of the PS4 love, and also like knowing the weird, I guess anomalies about Minecraft console, because today's thing actually came in because I made a secret feature video yesterday where I confirmed the fact that if in this update, which was not true before, spawn eggs now stack from, 16 instead from before, they stack up to 64. I went and I checked this earlier this morning on the 360, and it's also true there. So Minecraft Console Edition has changed the number of spawn eggs possible in a stack from 16 to 64. Again, it's a secret feature, but it's one of the core parts of the update, and our current knowledge of Minecraft console implies that this is something that would therefore be across all platforms. They make the same game on 360, then they port it to other consoles. However, as you could probably guess by now, if we go onto our PlayStation 4, which we're on right now, as you can see, we grab a stack of like the exact same things, a stack of llamas, and it only goes up to 16. If you want to grab an entire stack, and if you try to combine two together, as you're going to see right here, they do not go all the way to I guess 32 together. They cannot go above 16, which is really, really odd because, again, like I said, this is kind of weird by itself that it's just a feature which is only available on Xbox One. It's not available on PS4, and because it's a secret feature, it's not one that's immediately obvious. Again, you had to watch that video to learn about it. But what makes this one really, really weird is it's such a small feature. I don't know how they'd even make this change. So yeah, again, like I said, in case you haven't ever heard about the Minecraft console development, they developed for 7 separate consoles now. That's 360, PS3, PS Vita, PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, and Switch. There are so many consoles they develop for. So what they do instead is they develop for the 360, which is roughly the lowest common denominator, and then they port over to our platforms and they ensure it works there too. Which means in this update somewhere, what must have happened is they must have ported some old version, because something else you'll notice is that there is an emergency bug fix coming out for this version of the game. I think it's coming out in the next week or so. It's in fix of PlayStation right now, because the Nordic Mythology Mashup Pack, or the Norse Mythology Mashup Pack, what do you know, disconnected. But the Norse Mythology Mashup Pack actually has music issues on that platform. 4J confirmed they are like doing an emergency fix, but this makes me really, really curious as to how, so bugs happen on each platform, because sometimes the implementation, the way their engine implements stuff, that almost makes sense. Like, yeah, there's bugs on certain platforms specifically because certain things get implemented differently. However, something as like serious and severe as like a feature going missing from one of the versions, this means that what must have happened is, I guess, either an older version of this update has the spawn eggs at 16, or maybe the other way around. Maybe a newer version, they found a bug on the PlayStation 4, and to fix it, they pushed out the newer build, which just happened to have 16 spawn eggs, and then, they forgot to change it for Xbox One. It's impossible to say which is the case, because it is a secret feature. We don't know if it was intentional, or if it was an accident, but that's one of those things where it's like, this gets me really, really curious. So yeah, there are two main options as to what this could mean, because again, we have an entirely different update on PlayStation 4 than we have on the other console editions, which again, something we didn't realize was even possible before. But the thing that makes this really crazy is the fact that this implies one of two things. Either, again, it's just a pure coincidence, PlayStation 4, oh look, I got a PS4 here, very realistic, but the PlayStation 4 edition just received a slightly different update by accident. It received like one update too early before they made some last minute changes, but then why is it only missing the one feature? Like, even if it was a earlier version of some form, you'd be like, well, I mean, it should be missing something else. Like, surely the armor stands must be missing a pose, or like, you figure there'd be something else different. And if I confirm right here, as you can see, all the armor stand poses are in fact there. A lot of the other secret features that I tested also work in this version. For instance, fireworks, they have the same little tail on them, or people call it fire. I don't really see it as fire, but like, they have the same fire on them. And also, as a weird little other thing, if you fire below leaves, it will go through there. So they've got the fire, and they also can go through leaves. Basically, they have a lot of the other secret features in here, and a lot of every single other major feature in here. However, it then is just strikingly, confusingly missing this other thing. So it could be that it's intentional in some way. I tried to work this one out, like, what intentional reasons would we have, to actually only release a feature like this on the Xbox and not on the PlayStation? And the only thing I can think of is because the 64 spawn eggs comes from the Bedrock Edition, maybe they want to standardize the experience across the two of them, but they don't want to do it here. But then why give the PlayStation the update at all? Which makes me believe that this is in some way some confusing situation that doesn't make sense no matter how it happens. You think about it, like, Also, let's like open this right here. It's an automatic thing, but I was trying to think about it. Like, there's no amazingly logical reason why this would happen, right? Because you know, there's two ways you can think about this. Either, you know, on the one hand, it could be like that situation, but that doesn't make any sense, or it could be you know, like they could have unintentionally done it, but then only one feature's missing? Question mark. Or if they intentionally did it, why would they only make it that one feature and release the update at all? Which means that we have this weird situation where I'd love to know the official 4J response on why this update doesn't include a major feature, because again, it's just a tiny data value change, which means that it's unlikely that it could have been a bug. So unless, you know, some 4J employee who's unless there's one 4J employee working on the PS4 edition, one guy who works on the Xbox, and the PS4 guy was like, oh, there's an accidental bug where it's from 64 to 16, and then doesn't mention it to the rest of the team, or maybe the other way around. It's just one of those weird things where you're like, I'm not sure what happened here, but I'm sure there'll be some form of interesting story, or like, I'd love to know what it is, and I wanted to share the mystery of the PlayStation 4's different update with you in today's video. So, I hope you did all enjoy this quick little just glance into the PlayStation 4 edition. If you did all like it, you can like the video and let me know, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let's know you do like these sorts of videos. You can share it if you really liked it, and you can subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!